The college football experience, UConn Huskies 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at underdogfantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes. Yes, woo! Welcome to the college football experience. UConn Huskies 2025 season preview episode. Oh boy, we are breaking down all 136 teams. Hopefully you caught the Illinois preview we did earlier today. After this, we have Ole Miss on deck and Baylor scheduled for early tomorrow morning. As we were in the 90s or the hundreds or something. You go check out all the episodes. They're all waiting there for you. We even have, so those are on youtube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. We cover every college football game. There's also secret episodes with coaches, commissioners, players, all on the iTunes and Spotify app, or, for college football experience. Just type that in. Didn't have video available, so they're on the audio side of things. And on the audio side of things, shout out to Jim Mora, friend of the program, been on the show before. And I have a lot to talk about because this was my number one lock of the season last year. But first, I'll introduce myself. I'll do the decent thing and introduce myself. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Let's go. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, 4.5 wins a season ago. My number one lock on the over. They won 8 in the regular season and they won a 9th in the bowl game. Easy smash play. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience. When the season goes live, we cover every single college basketball game. We've been doing it for years. So subscribe, tell a friend. And if you're on YouTube, that's the same channel as this one. So football, we cover every football game, every basketball game. YouTube.com/the college experience. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Yes, I was on the over with you last year. UConn, maybe a football school as well as basketball. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, and Jim Mora now 2 bowl games in 3 years, building it back to what it should be because honestly, I think they kind of get a bad rap. For a little bit there. I feel like they get a bad rap. This is a team that has been bowl eligible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years since they made the jump to the FBS in 2000. So, okay, 9 out of 25. All right, but you had a lot of 5 and 7 seasons and stuff too. There was that dark era of like the end of Bob Diaco and the second term of Randy Edsall before Jim Mora walked in. But 9 wins. I mean, this is a team that has this program has gone to the Fiesta Bowl, in 2010. That was only, 15 years ago. They beat South Carolina in a bowl game. They've had some success that I feel like they kind of get misrepresented. And I think Jim Mora is bringing it back to what it should be. And I heard Jim Mora on the Jim Rome show this offseason saying that he wants to get UConn to a Power 5. That's or Power 4, whatever you're calling it these days. But I think they should personally. Like I think UConn football is you're a state school. You have the whole area. There's not a lot of schools up there, so you can steal talent. You're kind of in this rev share era now, and your basketball program and women's basketball program are super fucking elite. Your baseball program's not bad, and clearly your football program over the past 20 years has had moments of being really successful. So I do think they're on the right track back there. And I've always said, why the hell did the ACC take Boston College over Connecticut? Back then they cared about academics apparently, which is hilarious. But I still think when I look at the ACC as 17 teams, for whatever reason, they're not taking Memphis, even though Memphis is offering $200 million to but I think if they're looking for an 18th team and you don't want Memphis, I think the most logical is Connecticut personally. Where are you at with the program and Coach Mora? We'll start the slideshow, youtube.com/the college experience.
Yeah, Jim Mora, 2 bowl games, 3 years. Just done a really good job. They took it on the chin 2 years ago, but they had
their quarterback got out for the year in the first game.
Exactly. They had a ton of injuries, back-to-back years of just having so many injuries, and then finally were able to stay healthy in year number 3. I love Jim Mora. I thought he did a great job last year, and winning 9 games. And I'm with you. I've argued the Big 12 should look at UConn.
I think they should personally
market. So yeah.
Personally, I think either or. Like to me, Memphis and UConn are the team. Like a lot of people say South Florida. I put UConn and Memphis as the ones that are most appealing. I would say maybe even San Diego State. But yeah, I think they should, be a power football school. And I think Jim Mora is going to lead them back to the promised land. I think he's a fantastic football coach. And yeah, 64-50 in his career, 6-7, in 22, made a bowl game when they weren't projected to. Then 3-9, they had a rough season, but they had injuries in the first game of the season. Then 9-4 last season. And I believe they're building it the right way. And I am, intrigued, man. I'm really intrigued with this team. They are still an independent. Part of me loves them as an independent person. I know Jim Mora wants to get in a conference, but I do wonder in the future if more teams try to go independent. Now, Texas is fronting the bill for Vanderbilt, or Georgia or whatever. I wonder if there's ever a point, like just seeing the playoff numbers last year, Notre Dame made like 4 times or 5 times more of the money than Ohio State. And you're like, why the fuck is Ohio State not independent?
Yeah.
But anyway, the Jim Mora this year, look, I think there's a lot to be excited about. Gordon Samus, how do I pronounce that? Samus is back at the OC spot, 35th in scoring offense a year ago, 100 in passing offense, 21st in rush offense, 56th in total offense, top 60 offense. Sign me up. And there is good news because boom, holy shit, we got a lot of returning production. Joe Fagnano, who once was a starting quarterback at Maine in my FCS college football experience show. I remember covering him. Solid quarterback. They also have Nick Evers, the backup that played at UConn and Wisconsin. So they're pretty sound at the quarterback spot. Running back Cam Edwards. This dude's a beast, by the way. He's an absolute beast. Wide receiver Skyler Bell is back. They also have tight end / H-back Lewis Hansen back. Tight end Alex Honig back, and 2 of 5 on the offensive line back. So I guess offensive line would be the one you circle, maybe wide out. They hit the portal and they've been pretty aggressive right now, man. Bringing in MJ Flowers, running back from Eastern Illinois. Receivers, they loaded up on receivers, man. Caleb Burton from Auburn, Naiem Simmons from South Florida, Raymello Murphy from Arizona, Chris Parker from Central Michigan, Ty Chiako Hayo Bowman from Rice, tight end Javante Vereen from NC State. I wonder if there's any relation to Shane. Offensive, how about this dude? Offensive tackle Ty Chan from Notre Dame. I'll tell you this, man. If you're going to Notre Dame, they have been super elite at the offense and defensive line over the past 5 years. So I am sold that guy's going to be a difference maker and a start for them. Hayden Bozich from Brown, get that extra year as a grad transfer. Offensive lineman Tamaris Walker from Maryland as well. Man, a lot of big schools there, man. I'm going to say the offense is going to be better than 56. I think they'll take a jump. I think this offensive line's in pretty good shape, man. So yeah, I'm buying in that they'll improve on 56. How about you?
I agree with you, and like you said, they bring back their starting quarterback, leading rusher who almost rushed for 1,000 yards in Edwards last year, and then also their number one pass catcher. So, and they got production on the offensive line. So I like this offense. I think that they'll be potentially the strength of the team coming into this year. But yeah, I think this would be a good unit here.
Yes, and then the defensive side of the ball, Matt Brock, the DC. Mora was calling the plays for a couple seasons, brought in Matt Brock. They were 43rd in scoring defense, 60th in pass defense, 39th in rush defense, charting at 46th in total defense. And I'm sure Mora still got his fingerprints on this defense, but Matt Brock doing a hell of a good job. Top 50 defense. And they return just two guys, both in nickelback Damon Brinson and cornerback Cam Chadwick, as well as kicker Chris Freeman for special teams. So I get why you said you might think the offense could lead the defense, but I kind of trust this is Jim Mora's MO. You know what I mean? Like he knows defense. And look at some of the guys they brought in. I would say like Trent Jones from Matt Campbell's Iowa State program. Stephon Wright from Texas Southern and Chris Dishman. That dude was an all-conference guy. Antonio Harris from Utah State. Vincent Carroll Jackson from Matt Rule, Nebraska. Marquise Black from Gardner Webb. Ben Smiley from Virginia. Those are all on the D line. The linebacking core, Byram Parham from Washington. And then Tyquan King was all AAC last year at Temple. So that's a huge get. First team all AAC. In the secondary, DeAndre Glover from Gardner Webb. They went deep sea diving in the secondary, by the way. Bringing in Pee Wee from Georgetown. Sammy Anderson from Austin P. Safety Tyrese Mills from Penn State. Devin Pringle from Grand Valley State. Kamoy Latu from Wisconsin. And Kobe Albert from Mississippi State. As Daniel Katie's saying in the chat, that is a lot of P4 transfers. And that's the thing I think I'm noticing is he's building depth, man. I really think this program is in so much better shape than a couple years ago. Even at like you look at each position and I feel like you feel pretty solid about the two deep, so, I'll say, I'm going to say more of the same. Man. I really am. I don't think this is going to be a bad defense. I'm going to say similar anywhere from 40 to 60.
So Mora gave up play calling on the defensive side, I think last year, but he still got his fingerprints all over this. I'm with you. Matt Brock is a Jim Mora guy. Good staff continuity here. I think that more of the same. They're bringing in a high level of talent via the portal. But yeah, I'm going to trust Jim Mora. I've seen it for multiple years and almost a decade. So yeah, as Daniel Katie, Mora the same.
Mora the same. I like that. Let's go. Yeah, I really think he's done a good job getting this team.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
They're so much more talented though. Like you looked at some of those old teams and a couple of years ago and you're like, geez, they don't have a lot. They're like an FCS team, like I feel like now they're actually like a team that you don't want to play. They're capable of beating you. And I don't care who you are, they're capable of beating you. So, great job by coach there. Going to talk about state of the program and go game by game on the schedule. But before we do that, I want to let the good folks know the college football experience. UConn Huskies season preview episode is brought to you by, us. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is doing another pack break with DAPS. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get your team now. These teams will sell out. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break and use the promo code SGPN for 10% off. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including all the summer sports. Shout out to Daniel Katie because me and him lost money on the Toronto Argonauts tonight. What a choke job. Betting the CFL, a lot of fun. Betting the MLB. betting golf, tennis, racing, even dildo colors in the WNBA. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And of course, college football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, that's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We are also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals. Rhythm continues to crush it with smart signals. These are AI detected patterns where Rhythm's motto has consistently won and has a very high ROI. And smart signals are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data back bets, people. The MLB smart signals, by the way, are crushing it. Mike Trout and Giancarlo Stanton are combined 14-0 on smart signals, recommending their unders. WNBA smart signals signals are fire as well. 97 and 65 in July with a 15.64% ROI. These things are so good that Scott and Adam literally were booted off one of their bookie accounts for winning too much. Download the Rhythm app, check out smart signals, and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back, man. And state of the program, we talk about all this, man. They don't have a conference. I do think this is a school that would probably benefit a conference, but my point on the independence thing is, if worse comes to worse, I'm comfortable with them staying independent. And I would be surprised, like some of those name brands like Georgia and, Texas and USC and stuff. I wonder if in the future, cause you just see that disparity between Notre Dame and all those other schools, if more schools will jump independent. Makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, especially knowing that if you host the playoff game, you pocket all of that. Someone's got to explain to me why they wouldn't do it. I would love to know. Anyway, part of state of the program is all that stuff, but also fan base and stadium. And, this is one that I think they have a very nice stadium. The Wrench. Rentschler Field Stadium there. This got a few other names too. 22 years young. Look, I've been invited up there a bunch of times. Shout out to my guy David, who's a big UConn guy. One of these days we are going to go get twisted at the Wrench. But look, this is a nice stadium, man. I'm very impressed with it. I know at times this place has been super lit. When they were horrible for a few years there,
yeah,
it was a hard time filling this thing up. But the stadium is nice, bro. Like I can see why, people, when they first jumped from the FCS, people were saying this team could be a sleeping giant. And I get it. It's because this is gorgeous, dude. That's a gorgeous stadium. And they just need the buy-in. And I think he's bringing it. I mean, look at that shit. That shit's packed there, man. I love the white end zones too.
Strong, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This thing is it's a really nice stadium. So if they can get it together,
a primetime game?
What's that?
Was that a primetime game? Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, remember they beat Notre Dame one year.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, when they had Donald Brown and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like they kind of get a bad rap because of those 5 years of being trash. But I give this thing an 8 out of 10. What are you giving this thing, man?
I'll give it an 8. I like the size, 40,000.
No dome up there.
No dome at all. Yeah, I mean, when the Mountaineers were in the Big East, UConn was really good at that time. So I've seen some lit environments up there in Stores. They play. Wait, is this in Stores or Hartford?
I believe this is isn't it in Hartford? Stores is where the university is, correct?
Yes, and then
it's like 15 minutes, I believe. I don't believe this is on campus.
Okay. Yeah, because in basketball they play Gamble is in Stores, and then they play the other one in Hartford when they want more people in there. So yeah, I like this stadium, man. UConn's got good fans. I mean, we see it in basketball every year. Shit.
Yeah, man, and look what they got here. Jasper Howard, Jazz is his nickname, and may he rest in peace. This is a guy that unfortunately lost his life, but was a very good football player, made a big play for them. And yeah, I like this little memorial for him. Rest in peace to all who have departed there. But that's a cool memorial. Also, this is they were working on it. It's a nice stadium, man. I'm giving it an 8. And their fans, dude, at times, man, I remember, like you said, like when that thing was rocking, when Edsel had it really rocking, man, they had good fans. And I feel like the potential is still there. It's still there, man.
Just like the basketball crowds.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. And there's no pro team there. You know what I mean? So
is that Danny Hurley?
that would be great if that was. But yes, fantastic stuff. I think they got it going, and Anthony in the chat's talking about it, man. They had a good program before in the old Big East. Well, Mora's bringing that shit back, man. State of the program, I gave it a 6 because he just needs to be consistent, but 2 bowl games in 3 years gives me a 6. And also he's a proven winner. Jim Mora is. So I think after next year, if he can do another 9-win season or better, I think you can talk yourself into a 7 or an 8, or probably a 7. But what are you giving the state of the program?
I went 7. I think that the year that they sucked was a little bit fluky with the injuries. So I'm going to blindly trust Jim Mora here with my ranking here. 7 out of 10. I think they got the right guy, and I think the future is bright for these Huskies.
Yeah. 6 is too low. I just want to make sure he can maintain it. Because part of me is like, if he has another 9-win season, what happens if, say, Virginia hires him?
Yeah. Where's he from? Where's Mora from? He's in LA.
I mean, no, his dad coached all over, but I do believe his dad lives in like Palm Springs now. But
yeah.
And yeah, I believe his dad is from it because he was at Occidental way back in the day and UCLA and stuff with Vermeil, I believe.
He played at Washington.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different, but I mean, I think he'd be open. I mean, look, hopefully he stays at UConn. I hear he really likes it, so maybe that's just he's content with that. But you always wonder, Virginia started to spend some money or something. I could totally see them hiring him if they have a 9-win season or something. Shit, I mean, I could see a few schools. I could see Maryland being interested.
Maryland.
The only reason why Maryland might not is because they took Edsel. So
Maryland's not smart enough to hire him.
Yeah,
these fans think Loxley's a good coach.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the schedule, man, because I think there's a lot of room for optimism here. Week 1. Watch out. FCS playoff team, the real Blue Devils, Central Connecticut State.
UConn.
I love this game, dude. I like in-state battles. This is a win, though. UConn rolls.
Yep. 1-0.
All right, now shit gets real.
Dude, they could get this game.
Syracuse is coming off Tennessee and Atlanta. They go up to that dome. Steve Angeli, the new quarterback, coming over from Notre Dame. I'm taking UConn, dude.
Ooh.
I think this is anyone's game, dude. And I think UConn's a little more experienced. And I also think after that Tennessee game, man, I just think it's a little bit of like, okay, primetime game. The letdown spot, whether they win or lose, is there just maybe because that's a huge game. Give me the Huskies to get 2-0.
They did almost win there last year. I mean, they lost by a touchdown. That was a hell of a game. I loved Syracuse needs to go there now. This needs to be a home and home. I want the Cuse off because I think they're going to lose to Tennessee, but I think this is a 1-possession game once again.
Yes. Then back-to-back away as they head to Newark. Jim Mora.
This is bold.
I'll take UConn, but tread lightly, man.
Yeah.
Tread fucking lightly. This is a losable game.
Yeah.
Especially if you beat Syracuse. You'll be smelling yourself. Oh, we beat a P5 out of P5. I got them 3-0. You got them 2-1?
I got them 2-1. I got them bouncing back here. I'll have them split the 2 road games here.
Then they are home to Ball State and Mike Yurovich. That's a win. I got them 4-0.
3-1. They're winning.
Then this game's pretty awesome as they go to UB Stadium. Nobody goes into Lambeau Field and takes on the Buffalo Bulls and Pete Lambeau. All right, if I gave them Syracuse, I'll say this: between Syracuse and Buffalo, they have one loss.
This is a great game.
This is a good game. This should be a Friday night.
I'm gonna go Buffalo. Loss number 2 here. I think Buffalo's pretty good with all that returning production.
Well, what's interesting about Buffalo is I believe they're going to be starting Tyquan Roberson, who was once a starting quarterback at UConn. So very intriguing. Mora might have that might bid well for UConn. So I got him 4-1.
Yeah, and 3-2.
Then Willie Simmons and FIU come up there. Intrigued by this game, but I got UConn winning this, man. I got him 5-1.
I got him 4-2. I love Simmons, but not enough here.
Then we got a bye week. Shout out to the great Cornelius Benton, former UConn quarterback way back in the 90s, in the late 80s. They come out of that and they had to take on Chestnut Bill.
I kind of think they're live in this game.
Look, I'm not going to take them to take both of these ACC teams, but I do think they're live in all of their games. Give me Boston College to get this one. I will say, what is that, man? 5-2. That makes me. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Boston College win this game, but just from a scheduling standpoint, they're coming off of Clemson the week before at home, and then they are at Louisville and they got Notre Dame. This is like sandwiched in the middle of their schedule here with all these big opponents. I think UConn could get them, but I'll go Boston College in a tight one.
Yeah, shout out to the regionality of the schedule too. Central Connecticut, Syracuse, Delaware, Buffalo, and Boston College.
Regionality, baby. Fantastic
work, coach.
I think everybody should be independent. The more and more I'm looking at the schedule.
They should, but the Rice Owls running the triple. This is sneaky because if you're coming off a Boston College win,
I'm going to do the same thing I did with Syracuse and Delaware. Split the road games.
I just don't know if Rice will be that good yet. This is a timing-based offense.
Yep.
If they play next year, I'll take Rice to win the game outright. But give me UConn because this is still what, October?
Yeah, late October. So I have them 5-3. You have them 6-2.
Then the modern game does not impress me. Trent Dilfer coming up the Hotford. What is this? November or is this October still?
November.
Oh, that's a loss. That's a loss for UAB. 7 wins, man. 7-2.
6-3 for me. Yeah, they're gonna kill UAB. UAB sucks.
Will Trent Dilfer be coaching that game?
I got to look at their schedule when their bye week draws, but potentially not.
Then they host the Duke Blue Devils. This is Trap City, man. They should have beat Duke last year. That was a great game. I'll take Duke, but I swear they're live here because those Southern boys on what is this, November like 10th or something, 8th?
Duke back-to-back road spot at Clemson the week before.
Oh my God, load up! I'll still take Duke though because Mentz is a baller, but gosh, this is winnable, man. This is winnable. They should be in the ACC. This is their third ACC game.
I know. So you gave him Syracuse. So I'm going to give him Duke. UConn picks off Duke here in a basketball rivalry.
There we go. And
I love that these two are playing. They need to play in basketball every year.
Yeah,
that needs to happen. With how much they've had history wise, they need to make that happen.
Yeah, yeah. Then after that, the Troy Calhoun and the Air Force Falcons come in there. I gave this to Air Force. I don't feel good about it. I do not feel good about this. Going cross country, and Air Force is in San Jose the week prior.
This game is so random.
It's their second triple option team too. I think that is a little bit of a benefit to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go UConn. I'll side with the home team, 8-3.
I have them now with 4 losses, right? So 7-4. Then they end the season with Florida Atlantic in Del Boca Vista. They have a bye week, the final game of the season. That's another thing going against them.
So fucking stupid.
This is all, I have them with 8 wins, and I honestly, I what's the win total again?
It's 7.5. I'm locking the over.
Look at Skip Holtz, former UConn Husky head coach. Yeah. It is, didn't I have a slide here? 7.5 plus 10. Dude, hear me out for a second on this. I'm locking the over too.
Could they make the playoff?
I don't think there's a losable, like there's not a 100% loss on this schedule.
No, I mean, what? So their 3 hardest games, I guess, on paper are 3 ACC games against middle of the pack teams. Maybe Duke's a little.
I think Duke's a contender for the ACC championship, but
they get them at home.
Yeah, and they get them in November.
Yeah, this is a great schedule. I mean, Air Force is going to be tough too.
Air Force will be really tough. Probably, if I had to power rank these, I would have Duke as the hardest opponent, then Boston College, because getting Syracuse early is a benefit to them. Yeah. Then probably Air Force, then Syracuse. Those are the top 4, and Buffalo would probably be 5th. But, dude, there is a scenario here. I know this sounds crazy.
Could they go 12-0?
There is a scenario where they're 12-0 because they get the bye week before Boston College. I like getting Syracuse week 2, right? Mm-hmm. Syracuse has just lost a ton of production. They're gonna have to find if you got Syracuse week 7 or something, I'd be like, yeah, maybe they figured it out. But getting them that early, especially off of Tennessee, then you get the bye week before Chestnut Bill and Boston College, and then you get Duke in November. It's a brutal. The sneakiest spot out of all of these to me is Air Force on the rebound after Duke,
or Delaware.
Yeah,
Delaware's good. Delaware's tricky. Yeah, this is a great schedule. I mean, regionality, man. Central, Syracuse, Delaware, Buffalo, Boston College.
The second half doesn't have that much regionality, but
first half's great.
Yeah, I mean Duke works a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Duke game because it's an old basketball rivalry. They've played in Final Fours, national championships, and all of that. It's a blue blood battle.
Yeah, I'll lock this over though.
Let's lock it. I'm all over it. I'm on 9-3. So yeah.
Even if Fagnano gets injured, they still have Nick. They have the Evers, the Wisconsin transfer.
Huskies.
Lock up the over on 7.5. You're getting plus action, by the way, too. I think it's plus 110. Wow. Daniel Kitty saying you guys are missing the point. All these ACC teams late in the year are going to be beat the fuck up. I think fair, but I disagree with Syracuse being their hardest game because I don't think Syracuse returns much. I think Syracuse has a ton of question marks. I think you'd rather play Syracuse early in the year than late in the year.
Yeah.
Angeli's, I mean, their quarterback's learning a brand new offense. So coming over from Notre Dame. And who clipped Syracuse last year? Stanford did at Syracuse early in the season. Yeah. So,
if they, what do they got to do to go to the playoff? It's got to be.
They got to run this thing. They got to run this thing.
They can't go 11-1.
Let me ask you something. If they go 11-1 with,
they ain't gonna make it.
Hear me out though. Hear me out here. If they go 11-1, and Syracuse makes a bowl, and Boston College makes a bowl, and Duke makes a bowl, and Duke plays in the ACC championship, and that's the one loss they have, they'd be 2-1 against the ACC.
Yeah.
And then I expect Buffalo to be in contention for the MAC championship. I expect Air Force to be in contention for the Mountain West championship. You need Boise to lose. You need like the other teams well, let me ask you this: would you put
they're not a G5 though?
That's right. So
yeah, they have to be.
They're fucked.
Yeah, they got to go 12-0.
Yeah,
if you go 12-0, they're
That's so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah.
Are you sure that they don't get that treatment? Because if they did, because
Notre Dame did it. Them and Notre Dame are the only two independents.
So they got to run it.
They got to run it. They got to go 12-0. That'd be great if they went 12-0.
It would be great. I'm also counting how many first year coaches. They have 3 or 4 first year coaches here. FAU, Rice, FIU, Ball State. It's a nice schedule.
Can you imagine if they were 11-0 and they had to go to FAU to complete the perfect season?
Well, you know what's great too is we could talk shit then saying, well, no, wait a second. Central Connecticut's an FCS. I was about to say, I was like, they don't have an FCS.
Yeah, like the SEC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the over. Lock it up. I feel pretty good about it.
Let's go. Run it back with Jim Mora.
Yeah. Let's go, folks. Remember, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, Ole Miss preview. We're going to be talking Rebels. Yeah, give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at DColbyD. If you're a fan of UConn football, enjoy the slideshow on the way out. I got to get up to the wrench to get twisted one of these days, but smash that over. Let's go. Coach Mora's got this thing rolling. All right. Well, we'll see you in about 15, 20 minutes. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also, remember to check out the college basketball experience because we cover every single game as well. But yes, it's Ole Miss Rebel time now. But how about this, man? Another 9-win season, 10-win season. I'm telling you, man, he's building something up there in stores. So let's go. This is the college football experience, UConn Husky style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins, over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a Friday day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, psycho harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
It's the revenge of our stealth, the intelligence plane. Bomber, a manifestation of karma. The far left, low keys, let it be. Listen, whispering words of wisdom. Ghost dog breathe in the shadow of leaves. Same darkness high scribbling those crooks and deeds. Special forces, black ops. Bad brains, fishbone, black rock. Matter of fact, Chuck Berry and James Brown. But most of the true story can't be found. Unchained melodies inscribed to freestyle. I rock raw mosaics more potent with each style. Crack the system more open with each file. Upgrades and free hotels with these miles. Expansion team dilated peoples in town. If there's a better sound in it,
can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain.